On December 31st, Donald Trump said his dream was for peace, specifically in the Middle East. And then on January 2nd, he did this.
Let's talk about the assassination. Qasem Soleimani was seen as the second most powerful man in Iran. He was killed in Iraq when the Americans blew up his convoy using a drone.
Sweet Jesus. Donald Trump ordered the killing of Iran's top general. What happened to peace? Huh?
So look, I can't think of the last time the word World War III was trending on Twitter 1.5 million times in a 24-hour span after what happened between Iran and U.S. and...
Tensions flaring after a U.S. drone strike last week killed Iran's top military official, General Qasem Soleimani.
Soleimani was out of control. They killed him. Why? Is this democracy? Are we human or not? What should we do? You tell us.
In the heart of Iran, a public outpouring of grief, overwhelming the streets of its capital.
Trump made a big mistake. He killed our hero.
Cries drowned out by angry chants.
It's no exaggeration to say the world has been on edge ever since the United States killed Qasem Soleimani, Iranian general.
Iran comes out and says there's going to be a harsh retaliation, okay? Harsh retaliation for what was done.
Iran is promising revenge.
خطای استراتژیک کردن. ما خواهند دید که روزهای سخت‌تری پیش روی اونها خواهد.
More than 1 million united in their cry for revenge.
Revenge must happen, and it is certain.
What kind of revenge do you want?
On January 4, Trump tweets and threatens Iran that if they do anything, we will hit 52 cultural sites of Iran.
President Trump talking tough.
We're prepared. We're totally prepared. And likewise, we're prepared to attack if we have to, as retribution.
What is your message to America?
I'm saying we love Americans, but look at your president.
Members of the Iranian parliament chanting death to America. And this weekend, an ominous sign, a red flag symbolizing war raised above an Iranian mosque.
We took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war.
In the face of criticism, President Trump insisted the attack was a necessary measure.
Soleimani was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on American diplomats and military personnel, but we caught him in the act and terminated him.
The world is on edge tonight after Iran made good on its promise, launching a revenge attack on the United States following the death of its top military leader. The country firing a series of strikes on 2 military bases in Iraq full of US troops.
Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard launched the attack on 2 bases hosting US and coalition forces, the Ain Assad base west of Baghdad and another at Erbil in Iraq's north. The rocket attack came just hours after calls for revenge rose up during the funeral of General Soleimani, attended by millions of people, many chanting death to America.
Khamenei comes out and talks to Iranians and says the following: last night we slapped them in the face.
بحث انتقام و این حرفا بحث دیگری است. حالا یه سیلی دیشب به اینها زده شد.
This is a way of saying we responded to what U.S. did to us.
The United States took an act of war against Iran. It will have to be prepared for the consequences. Arrogance and ignorance, when combined, it's disaster.
Well, first of all, at ease. Let's have a good time.
The US president won't address his nation until the morning, but replied, all is well, so far, so good. We have the most powerful and well-equipped military anywhere in the world by far.
President Trump sent out a tweet saying, all is well. Yeah, which was hilarious because the tweet was composed like Trump was writing a letter from the front lines of the Civil War. My dearest Twitter, all is well. Missiles launched from Iran. So far, so good. I hope to see you soon. Please kiss Ivanka for me and not Eric. Sincerely, Donald. #MAGA. #read the transcript.
The civilized world must send a clear and unified message to the Iranian regime. Your campaign of terror, murder, mayhem will not be tolerated any longer.
Whoa, what was that? Tolerated? A compliment shades? Trump's mouth was missing more targets than those Iranian missiles.
And it's not only been an eventful but also a tragic day in Iran. A Ukrainian passenger plane crashing in Tehran, killing all 176 people on board. The Boeing 737-800 bound for Kiev came down shortly after takeoff.
It was Iranian missiles that shot down the Ukrainian Airlines 737-800, killing 176 people on board.
Iran's military on Saturday admitted that its air defense system had shot down Ukraine's Flight 752 by mistake. Citing Iranian official statements, the New York Times said the passenger jet had been misidentified as a U.S. cruise missile. After days of denial, the government's confession sparked protests on the streets over the regime's fatal mistake. Bloomberg reports that the Boeing 737 made a slight right turn 2 minutes after its takeoff from Tehran International Airport, which was normal. The plane was clearly transmitting its identity and position until it climbed to about 7,900 feet of altitude, presumably because it was hit by missile fire. The missile's guidance system is unable to distinguish cruise missiles from military aircraft or civilian airplanes. The plane plunged into a field in between the cities of Parand and Shahryar. All 196 passengers and crew were killed.
Here we see the immediate aftermath of the crash. An Iranian military commander said a defense system operator mistook the passenger jet for a cruise missile.
متاسفانه اینجا به واسطه یه تصمیم گیری عجولانه یک فرد یه اتفاق و یک فاجعه بزرگ رخ داد.
It is a gruesome scene. The passenger's personal items, toys, clothes, photo albums are scattered around. After days of denials, Iran took responsibility for the crash, blaming human error at a moment of heightened tensions.